My name is Arpan Rai, and today, in this lockdown period, I have decided to teach you Geography of Class 10 West Bengal Board. So before starting with the subject Geography, I want to discuss about the syllabus of Class 10 Geography. Okay, in the syllabus of Class 10 Geography, basically it's divided into three parts. One is Physical Geography, which includes exogenetic process and resultant landforms, and next is atmosphere and hydrosphere, and the next one is at environmental geography. Okay, and the last one is regional geography, that is India. So in this class today I'm going to discuss about the physical geography, that is the chapter 1, exogenetic process and resultant landforms. Okay, before understanding exogenetic process we must understand geomorphic process. So first of all, what is geomorphic process? See, the process which are involved in the formation of landforms. That means in the surrounding area of human beings we can see different kind of land features like mountains, plains, plateaus, valleys, etc. Okay, all these landforms are built by geomorphic process. Again, geomorphic process is divided into two parts. One is endogenetic process and the another one is exogenetic process, which is in your syllabus. Okay, I also discussed what is endogenetic process. See, endogenetic process are those geomorphic process which acts upon beneath the earth surface. That means beneath the earth surface. Say for example, volcanic eruption, plate movements, and earthquakes. All these are endogenetic process. So next is exogenetic process. So what is exogenetic process? The geomorphic process which acts upon the earth surface, that means above the earth surface, like which is visible to us. Okay, like the work of rivers, work of winds, work of glaciers, all these things. Okay, next, see, exogenetic process work through different natural agents. Okay, see the agents of exogenetic process like all the natural agents like river, wind, glacier, and sea waves. Okay, next, it acts very slowly. That means exogenetic process is a very slow process. It works very gradually compared to endogenetic process. Endogenetic process is a very rapid process like volcanic eruption and earthquake. Okay, next is it acts through the process like weathering and erosion. Okay, that means exogenetic process acts through the process of weathering and erosion. So what is weathering? See, weathering means decay and decomposition of rocks through weather elements. Okay, decay and decomposition. So weather elements like heat of the sun, rain, wind. Okay. Okay, next is what is erosion? Erosion means wearing away of land surface through the process of river, wind, glacier, and sea waves. Okay. Exogenetic process also works through, apart from weathering and erosion, it also works through mass wasting. So what is mass wasting? See, mass wasting is a very rapid process, okay, compared to weathering and erosion. Weathering and erosion is a very slow process, but mass wasting is a rapid process. See, mass wasting, it's a fall of land area, okay, fall of land area under the influence of gravity. It's called mass wasting. Okay, next topic, next heading we have gradation. Okay, it's a part of exogenetic process. So what is gradation? It is a process which attempt to remove all unevenness of the land surface and reduce them to almost to even surface. Okay, that means it's a process, it's a geomorphic process which attempt to remove all the unevenness of the land surface and reduce them almost to a plane surface or even surface. Okay, gradation works through combined process. That means two processes there. One is degradation and one is aggradation. So first let's discuss about what is degradation. See, degradation is a process of lowering of earth surface. That means it is done through basically a three process. Number one is weathering, number two is erosion, and number last is transportation. So all this combined process is called as denudation. I hope you understood this one. Okay, next is aggradation. Basically aggradation is the act of deposition, like uh, deposition of sand dunes, like deltas, all these things are called aggradation. So these two, degradation and aggradation process, tries to level or remove all the unevenness of the land surface and reduce them almost to the even surface. Next topic, that is work of river. Okay, river work, basically river work through three stages. Number one is upper stage or upper course, and the next one is middle course, and the last one is lower course, or we can say that youth stage, mature stage, and old stage. Okay, see, in the upper course of the river, erosion is most prominent. Erosion, that means downward erosion, downward or vertical. Vertical erosion is most prominent. That's why we can see different kind of V-shaped valleys, V-shaped valleys and all in the upper course of the river. See, main work of river here is downward erosion and vertical erosion is there, but also the collection of different materials is also one of the work of river in the upper course. We can see different land features, like say for example V-shaped valley, gorges, canyons, waterfalls, etc. Different kind of alluvial fans, alluvial cones, and all these kind of features we can see in the upper course of the river. Okay, next is middle course. Main work of river here is transportation. Transportation of the collected materials in the upper course is transported in the middle stage. Okay. Horizontal erosion or side cutting. Side cutting is most prominent. Side cutting is more prominent work of river in the middle course. Different kind of landforms like meanders, zigzag course of river, and oxbow lakes, natural levees, etc. This kind of features can be seen in the middle course of the river. Okay, next is the lower course. See, main work of river here is deposition. Whatever the materials which is collected and transported from upper course and middle course, it is deposited in the lower course or the lower stage of the river. Here we can see different features like deltas and all. Okay, see, if we talk about the velocity of river, the velocity of river here is very rapid. It gradually decreases in the middle course, and in the lower course the velocity of river is very low. Okay, now the next, erosional features of the river. Okay, there are different erosional features which I'm going to discuss now. Before that, let's discuss about the erosional process. See, erosional process are of two types. Number one is corrosion. So what is corrosion? It's the action of river water by which the river beds and sides wear away. That means it acts in two ways, downward and in horizontal manner. Corrosion. Okay, next is accretion. Accretion means generally a collision of boulders, pebbles, and stones with each other. This process is called accretion. That means erosion works through two processes, corrosion and accretion. Okay, let's come to the erosional features of the river. Number one is V-shaped valley. Generally, we can see V-shaped valleys everywhere. Like basically, it's seen in the mountainous areas. Okay. V-shaped valley is mainly carved out by the process of downward erosion. Okay, so next is gorges. Gorges is nothing but it's a V-shaped valley when this V-shaped valley is extended downwards, more downwards, then it will form Georges. Okay, next is canyon. See, when the downward erosion is very intense, then it will form a I-shaped valley, which is known as canyon. See, I will tell you the example of Georges Canyon, Grand Canyon of Colorado in USA. It's one of the best example of canyon. Number 2 erosional features of river is waterfalls. So what are waterfalls? You have to make diagram during your exam paper. Okay. See, basically in the hilly areas, when the river water falls from a certain height under the influence of gravity, is called waterfalls. Okay. See, there are different types of waterfalls. You can refer your books also. So another kind of features can be seen in waterfalls only. See when this falling water hits the floor, it forms a lake or depression. So this particular depression is called plunge pool. Okay, next, number 3, we have potholes. See, sometimes the rock is composed of alternate bands of soft rocks and hard rocks. Okay, like say for example, so if this is a river bed, okay, so this is hard rock and this is soft rock, okay, and these are hard rocks. And sometimes because of the action of river, what happens is there a hole or a depression is formed in this soft rock beds. Okay, so these particular holes are considered as potholes. Okay, number 4 is meanders. So what are meanders? Meanders are generally curves, bend, loops and turns in the channel of the river. See, in the middle course of the river, what happens is that the velocity of the river gradually decreases. Okay, so gradually it forms meanders. Okay, it is also called the zigzag course of the river. See, it is given as name meander after the name of the river Menderage. Menderage in Asia Minor. Okay, just remember this one.